Thanks so much for joining us here on your Monday at noon. I'm Brooke Hash, joined by meteorologist Matthew Willoughby. Here at noon, we've got some green on the radar, not something we've been seeing for the last couple of weeks.
Oh, man, I mean, it's been pretty much disappearing for the last several weeks. Haven't seen it at all. We finally got some for us as we start off this Monday for us this afternoon. So you're finally seeing some rain showers and likely going to stick around for the next several days as well. To give you a close look at Kentuckiana, places just south of, or at least north of Campbellsville, and even throughout the Louisville metro, still starting to see some showers out there for you into southern Indiana and Sellersburg as well. Seeing some decent showers for you this afternoon. Give you a live look outside from Jeffersonville, looking at downtown. Current temperatures nice and cool, upper 60s, but grab the umbrella on the way out for your lunch hour for today. 68 degrees for temperatures, but those rain showers are going to stick through as we head towards the afternoon hour. Some of those weather headlines for today: still scattered showers expected to roll throughout the afternoon and evening. And by this week for your Tuesday, we'll expect more showers and storms to roll through as we head towards tomorrow. But as we head towards the later part of this week and next week, oh yeah, we got some fall weather incoming, so it's gonna feel nice and comfortable. And temperatures only gonna top off into the mid 70s for today, just around 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. as we won't see too much warm conditions left into the forecast as we head towards the rest of this week. High temperatures really across the area will stick into the mid to upper 70s for today, with those cloudy skies really gonna stick around. And that bus stop forecast may be a wet one heading home, as temperatures will be right around the mid 70s with some scattered showers. Now, what's ahead? We're talking some fall weather and also some showers and storms on the way for this week. I'll be timing out when those showers and storms will arrive for tomorrow, coming up in just a few minutes. We'll send it back over to you, Brooke.
All right, Matthew, thank you so much. A heads up for drivers this afternoon: Willow Avenue between Eastern Parkway and Cherokee Road is closed. MSD said it's for much needed sewer line repairs. The sidewalks will remain open unless crews discover areas in need of repair beneath them. MSD said the repairs will take a month or more to complete, and service will not be disrupted. Amy McGrath is back. The former Democratic candidate for Kentucky's U.S. Senate announced today she is running once again for Senator Mitch McConnell's seat in 2026. Now, McGrath ran against McConnell back in 2020, where it was one of the most expensive elections in Kentucky history. In a news release, her campaign said Kentuckians deserve someone battle-tested and ready for the fight for them on day one. She joins a growing list of Democratic candidates running for the seat, including State Representative Pamela Stevenson, attorney and former Secret Service agent Logan Forsyth, and former CIA officer and military veteran Joel Willett. The high-profile Republicans in this race are former Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, Kentucky Congressman Andy Barr, and Lexington businessman Nate Morris. Former LMPD detective Brett Hankison must report to prison this week to begin serving his federal sentence. Hankison was found guilty of violating Breonna Taylor's civil rights during a March police raid in 2020 and has not served any jail time yet. A judge sentenced him to 33 months back in July, but his attorneys have been appealing that ever since. This past Friday, Hankison's attorneys asked the judge for another 2 to 3 month extension before he reports to prison, saying it's necessary to get a ruling on a motion for bond and time for Hankison. As of now, a judge has not ruled on that motion, and as things stand, he is set to report to prison this Thursday, October 9th. Meta's new data center is under construction in Jeffersonville. It's a massive project for the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, and a huge investment for the people of Clark County. As our Clary Shaley reports, some of those citizens think the company needs to invest more in the community it's partnering with.
I'm tired of seeing big players like Meta move in while our county goes underfunded.
Clark County citizens brought together by the Jeffersonville Data Center. At the intersection of Salem Road and International Drive, the Meta Data Center is under construction in the River Ridge Commerce Center. The facility's construction has provided more than 1,200 jobs, and once the center is open, it's expected to create 100 jobs. The development was announced in January 2024. Since then, state changes have caused funding to local events and programs to be taken away. Some of this is coming from the state legislature approved restructuring of taxes, known as Senate Bill 1.
So we're looking to corporations like Meta to help fill those gaps.
A group of Clark County moms leading the push for the data center to fuel more money into the local economy, while also expressing their concerns over the data center taking resources like energy and water from the community. community. The data center has a 35-year term sales tax exemption for a minimum of $800 million in eligible capital, meaning they don't pay some taxes,
which equates to roughly $9 million on average over that 35 years.
Although Meta has donated to local STEAM programs and other educational outlets, some believe they need to do more.
I'm mad. Do you want to do something about it?
Clark County moms and Hoosier Action plan to continue to rally the community to bring change. Marie Shaley, WHAS11 on your side.
The center is expected to be complete next year. We've reported the data center will be supported by 100% renewable energy. We've also reached out to Meta for a comment, but have not heard back. Well, the government shutdown is now in its 6th day with no sign of a deal for a spending bill to get the government running again. Today, Republicans will force another vote to keep the government funded without any of the Democratic demands, but it's expected to fail. As ABC's Rena Roy reports, the White House says layoffs could begin this week.
It's day 6 of the government shutdown. Still no deal, and negotiations remain at a standstill. Democrats and Republicans pointing fingers.
They're not negotiating. Remember, the Speaker of the House has kept the House out for the last 2 weeks. They're not sitting down.
They hastily filed an outrageous counter-proposal. It is a wild wish list of big government liberal nonsense that we can't do.
The House canceled votes for the week and now won't return for another 7 days. The Senate is back today with Republicans forcing a vote on a funding bill. But there are no signs Republicans will gain enough Democratic support to pass it. They'll also vote on the Democratic proposal, which includes health care provisions. Health care is where Democrats have drawn a red line, unwilling to fund the government unless Republicans repeal cuts to Medicaid and extend Affordable Care Act subsidies. Republican leadership has signaled a willingness to negotiate, but only if Democrats agree to reopen the government first. The Trump administration threatening mass layoffs and permanent federal spending cuts in an attempt to pressure Democrats.
President Trump and Russ Vought are lining things up and getting ready to act if they have to, but hoping that they don't.
Nearly 750,000 federal workers furloughed and could miss their first paychecks Friday if the government doesn't reopen. In Atlanta, TSA agents are bracing for major challenges.
It's the part of when you go without pay for so long, having to figure out a way to pay for your children's daycare or buy diapers or put food on the table.
And lawmakers expect a federal nutritional program that helps feed low-income mothers and young children to run out of funding as soon as this week, which could be detrimental for millions of Americans. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And now to overseas, to those high-stakes talks aimed at ending the war in Gaza. They are getting underway in Egypt today after Hamas agreed to parts of President Trump's peace plan. Just a day before that 2-year anniversary of the attack that ignited this war, delegations from Hamas, Israel, and the United States are meeting for indirect negotiations. It follows a weekend of Israeli airstrikes on Gaza that killed dozens, even after President Trump urged Israel to halt those bombings. The push for peace comes as Hamas has agreed to release all remaining hostages and to hand over administration of the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body with support from Arab nations. In return, Israel would withdraw its military and release Palestinian prisoners. But major questions remain, including whether Hamas will disarm. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says that would be a big challenge.
There are a lot of opportunities here for whoever wants to sabotage it to do so, and that includes Hamas, by the way, or elements linked to Hamas.
President Trump has warned Hamas that if it refuses to give up control of Gaza, it faces complete obliteration, a deal still far from guaranteed.